Yeah. Tobruk, Tobruk, and what? What? Water. Power. Power. Bottle of water. 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 Bottled. Bottled water. 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 Mm. Mm. This again. This is not our thing, right? But probably I have. Yeah. Yeah. What is this? It's Libya, battleground of the world for access to oil and Africa. Ah, Tripoli, Tripoli, Tobruk or Tripoli. Hodeda, Hode, Al Khadr, Suleiman. तो हाउदीज एक्चुअली में रेबल्स हैं और रेबल वो है फ्यूल प्राइसेस के कारण। वो हमेशा से पता है, वो ईरानियन बैक्ड है। फिर टू स्टॉप दीज हाउदीज, तो यहाँ पे शियायत और सुन्नी हो चुका है ऑलरेडी। क्योंकि हाउदीज ने एक्चुअली में शियायत सुन्नी करना हो या क्या करना हो, यू कैन नॉट टेल दैट, बट understanding के अनुसार it is easy that there is religious background, so you can understand that where this opposition between these two are coming from. As far as UPSC is concerned, you can understand that much, that there is at the very least a religious animosity between the two groups, that is the government that is internationally recognized and the Houthis. And obviously Saudi is with the side, Saudi side is with the internationally recognized government, and Iran sides with the Houthis. Now, the point of both of these rebels are justified, hence why this is a civil war. Civil war meaning the people are fighting amongst each other, and you cannot say that the Houthis are terrorists, because the demand that they have placed in against the government of is legitimate, because the fuel prices were extremely large. That was how it started, and then it escalated into a war in which they will have to basically retaliate, and vice versa will happen. The government has to retaliate because it has been targeted by militant factions of this of their country, as how these are at the very end, Yemeni people. Now, so the Houthis have occupied the northern Yemen and had blocked Hodeida. Oh, they had blocked Hodeida port. Then there was a UN mediated peace, ceasefire or peace between the government and so that Hodeida port is opened and humanitarian assistance is provided within Yemen. Now, what is Riyadh agreement in all of this? Oh, um, these are two. Oh, come on now. The short peace was signed between the Yemeni government and the southern separatists in Saudi capital last year, 2020. After months of tension that often resulted in armed conflict, Yemen's southern separatists have announced they will abandon their aspiration for self-rule to implement a stalled peace deal with the government of President Hadi. Though nominal allies in a Saudi-led military coalition fighting the Houthi rebels, the rivalry between the two sides had opened up a major new front in the Yemen's multifaceted conflict in what some observers described as a civil war within a civil war. Tensions culminated in April with the so-called Southern Transitional Council breaking ranks with Hadi's government and unilaterally declaring self-rule. Socotra archipelago faced clashes across southern Yemen and the Socotra archipelago. The city the government by Saudi Arabia, this was the initial aim of defeating Houthis. Okay. Campbell. Excuse me. So Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane are all on the eastern coast of Australia. Hobart is also in Tasmania. Or Perth. Where is Perth? Perth. Western Australia. Perth is there. Perth, Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, and Hobart. Alright. Geraldton. Adelaide. Adelaide is here. Cool. Kermadec. This is very difficult question. I don't believe that many people would have understood or would have known about this Kermadec Islands. There. Red rice in Assam. Either in the Ministry of Agriculture or Commerce and Industry. Commerce and Industry. Agri and Processing Export. This commerce. Yeah, how did I mistake? This mistake should not have been done. Basically, I knew about this. This is a both state. Wait, so this is Yemen. आशकाबाद में है. Fuck off! What the fuck? There is two agreements, yeah, which there is another agreement that relates to Ashkabad. What is that? That is a bigger agreement. That of which India is not the part. Oh shit. Oh, come on. What? Mhm. Shipped it to India. Yeah. What about INSTC? So international transport corridor or Ashgabat agreement be oh okay. So there is some expansion. Europe, Central Asia meaning all the stans, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Tajikistan. Central Asia, Russia, Europe, tung tung, and India, tung tung tung. Oh, Pakistan, Oman. Okay, so joined by Arabs. Ashgabat. Where is Ashgabat? आशिक बनाया आशिक बनाया आशिक बनाया आपने तुर्कमेनिस्तान में आशिक बनाया आशिक बनाया आशिक बनाया आपने तेरे बिन सोई सोनी रातें तेरे बिन जागी जागी निगाहें तेरे बिन ओ आशिक बनाया आशिक बनाया आशिक बनाया आपने तेरे बिन सोनी सोनी रातें तेरे बिन जागी जागी तेरे बिन ओ yeah. Ah, no headshots. Time. Easy. Ooh, damn.
Hey,
This
what's going on, guys? This is Andrew Chicken, and welcome back to
bomb
another video.
king?
Damage champions are crucial to making a successful team in Paladins, as they're the ones responsible for softening up the enemies, cutting through shields and healing, and earning most of the kills. Just about every damage champion in the game is effective at doing this if they're played well, but not all champions are made equal. In this video, I'll be going over the top 5 strongest damage champions in Paladins. These champions excel at dishing out high amounts of damage, shredding tanks, defending themselves from flanks, and generally just getting things done. Before we get started, I want to mention that this video is influenced by you, the members of this wonderful community. I made a poll asking which damage champions you guys think are the strongest, and then I used the data from that poll to help make this list. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into the video. 5. Bomb King. In the number 5 spot we have everyone's favorite magical anthropomorphic delusional walking bomb, Bomb King. Bomb King topped the damage champions list back in 2020 before he got nerfed, and ever since that nerf, he's kinda just been sitting pretty as an all-around solid blaster champion. While he's definitely past his prime, there's no denying that if you can play Bomb King well, he's a menace to fight. It only takes 3 sticky bombs to kill most champions in the game, maybe 4 if you miss or they have some damage reduction. Getting 3 hits only takes about 2 seconds, and even if you don't land a direct hit, there's still a chance that you'll hit your target with some damage if you detonate his bombs mid-air. This makes him an excellent counter to flanks like Maeve and Eevee, who struggle to match his DPS and also struggle to dodge his damage compared to other blasters like Willow or Drogos. Bomb King can also melt tanks with the talent chain reaction. Getting just 3 sticks in a row is enough to nearly wipe out most tanks' health pools, which makes him the most devastating counter to tanks that's not just percent-based damage like Tyra's Fire or Sky's Poison. And of course, you can combine this with his Grumpy Bomb, which is a fantastic zoning tool that can force players to either run away, use their defensive abilities, or risk getting hit with a nasty 2-second stun that allows Bomb King to easily hit them with sticky bombs. His mobility is also really effective. While it's more complicated than simpler jumps like Buck's Leap, it allows him to have fantastic control over where he goes. If he stands directly on top of the bomb, he goes higher up, but if he stands in front of or to the side of the bomb, he goes further in whichever direction he chooses. To learn more about how to use the Poppy Bomb, as well as other important aspects of Bomb King's kit, consider checking out my Bomb King guide linked in the cards and description. It's a bit older now, but if you're watching this in Season 4, it's still completely reliable and I use all the tips in that guide to this day. And of course, we can't forget Bomb King's ultimate, which is far more effective than similar ultimates like Sky's or Dredge's. He rolls up into a ball and charges forward, and can choose when to detonate the bomb by recasting the ability or using primary fire. It's way more reliable than so many other explosive ultimates, and it hits the survivors with a 2-second stun for him to finish them off with sticky bombs. While it's riskier to use than other ultimates because Bomb King puts himself in danger to land the powerful explosion, it's still super reliable, especially when you combine his Poppy Bomb with his ultimate to get right in the enemy's faces in the blink of an eye. And on top of all this, Bomb King has really good self-sustain when you combine the King's Court card at a high level with Life Rip. He can heal for over 200 health per sticky bomb with this combination, which is utterly absurd. While it's definitely not as strong as some other champions in his class, it's still really helpful when combined with his though. Easily out, Bomb King remains one of the first to the table. If you've played Paladins for any time at all, you've probably been bursted down by his combat trance multiple times, which is no surprise. It's a really powerful ability, since it makes him attack 25% faster over its duration, and also gives him ridiculously good sustain when he uses these 2 cards in conjunction with Life Rip. He throws roughly 2 chakrams every second during combat trance that deals 650 damage each, which means he can burst down the average champion in about 2 seconds, similar to Bomb King. While he doesn't have combat trance, he still has a good burst combo to fall back on, using his Heavy Blade. He can throw a chakram, use his Heavy Blade to deal a big burst of damage and slow the target, and throw in huge value for the ability with more mobility,
Tiberius,
fall off.
Cassie,
And a getting champion to having a kit to throw a
Jan.
King can, but
What is number 1?
champion you can imagine she can fire a grenade every build using turrets and pivot flank
Alright.
else to describe your stout.
Okay. Maybe. भाई ड्रेज तो जीजीज है ब्रो, ब्रो ड्रेज जीजीज है। Oh 833. Okay, I get it. Yes. All of this have no foundation on racial justice. We don't give a fuck about racial justice. Fuck. If these leaders to leveraging their individual and collective power to build equitable and just workplaces for professionals. अच्छा, society, building prosperous. Ooh, ninety. Oh. From this I remember I have to see this Ratna classification again. आजा कहाँ है? ए ए ए yes. हाँ हाँ 6 बजे खाना भूख लगी वो कॉफी पी है ही कॉफी है हाँ सच में कॉफी मिली नहीं मुझे तो याद नहीं रहा Ratna classification to Ratna classification is provided only to only central PSCs, which is kind of a common sense thing. Okay, 8, 16, 74. Okay, percentage. This does not add up. What? 90 exact 98. Hey, 2%. Okay, so 2% are nothing. All right. Oh, that that is okay. That makes sense. So first we start with Mini Ratna. Ding, 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 ding. There are two categories. I thought Mini Ratna 3 भी कुछ होता है. Mini Ratna 1 भी होता है. Mini Ratna 1 या Mini Ratna 2. 2. Just be profitable for 3 years. Mini Ratna 1. Positive net worth होना चाहिए. Net worth का मतलब होता है asset minus liabilities. That is net worth. The net worth should be positive. Profit for last 3 years. Cool. So 2% of the PSCs are not making any profit in the last 3 years. So consistent profits. So many Ratna consistent profits. Cat Mini Ratna 1 में 30 crore profit at least. Alright, the Navratna is a very arbitrary. Not no. It is not very arbitrary. It actually is very objective because Navratna is basically a mini Ratna with great score, a score which has net worth or net profit as a criteria. So basically, Navratna is a very good Maharatna. All right. Mini Ratna. Shit. Yes. Only Navratna company can be Maharatna. Maharatna average turnover of last 3 years. All right. Now this has high criteria amount. Yeah, Mini Ratna, the category, the criteria was just be profitable. We don't want anything else. Navratna, the criteria was be a good Mini Ratna, and Maharatna, the Navratna has to qualify for certain things. Average turnover 25,000 crore, 25,000 crore. Average profit of last 3 years. Average profit of last 3 years should be post tax. It should be 5,000 compared to, oh shit. Many Ratna have to make only 30 crore profit once, but Maharatna has to consistently post a profit of 5,000 crore. Average net worth should be 15,000 crore. That means that assets must be 15,000 crore more than their liabilities in publicly listed and should be global. Average net worth 150, 15, 52, 25, 2,250 crore. This is difficult. How can I? Hmm. Perks and benefits rely on mostly investment. The most important one must be investment. This is very specific. Sometimes they ask. Breakdown is also nice. 1,000 to 5,000. 15%. To 5. 1,000 to 5,000 whichever is whichever is lower. Whichever is lower. Yeah. Maybe, maybe not. Who cares? Who cares actually? There is some criterion that is enough. 25,000 crore turnover is there. 15,000 crore net. No, 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 no. Profits. So the turnover is the largest thing, and average net worth will be the next, then profits. Because net worth is kind of like an accumulation of profit over the period of time. That is what it is. So profits must be the lowest, and they are 5,000 crore. All right. And turnover, much of turnover is used for liabilities, which would mean that your net worth will be lower because what is subtracted to calculate net worth is added in turnover. But some remaining assets will not count in turnover, so it is not so drastic, but still it is. Alright. It's a schedule A, category 1. Schedule, I don't know what schedule is. What is the meaning of schedule? I don't know. But category 1 I understand. Well, reliable, cost effective, value added. 1957. Oh, you know, you know why? Why I did not consider this was because I thought that Central Warehousing Corporation is a corporation which would have been under Companies Act or something. That is why I ignored first. Then I thought, okay, the regulate development and regulatory authority is under Department of Food and Public Distribution. This came to my mind with because FCI is under Food and Public Distribution, and the work of warehouse and FCI is very closely linked. So I thought that second is enough. So by that logic, so even though the question's answer is correct, it does not mean anything. So see, this is one of the most important thing that I want to say is when you are giving these tests, the number that you get after uh, doing that question paper means nothing. It is nothing. It means nothing. It means nothing. Why it means nothing? Because there are multitude of things that could have gone wrong or could have went right, which would mean that the knowledge is not the necessary condition for marking a correct answer. I applied logic. My logic was wrong. Still, I got the correct answer. Then that means that I don't know 19 questions answers. I just marked the correct one by chance. By chance or the luck. By chance. No, nothing sweet or nothing uh, redemptious about it, whatever the word can be. But you understand what I'm saying, right? Central Warehousing Corporation is a statutory body which was established under the Warehousing Corporation Act 1962. So, in fact, this is a statutory body. This is not uh, a body that is just either because many of the bodies are just societies or are just corporations. For example, NCDC, the product. So, Central Warehousing Corporation is like NCDC. NCDC, that is National Cooperative Development Corporation, is also a corporation. But Central warehouse, and but it is statutory. Similarly, central warehousing is also statutory. All right, that is fine. All right. So you had to look at everything. Warehousing Development and Regulatory Authority was constituted under the. Okay, so Warehousing Development and Regulatory Authority was developed under Warehousing Act 2007. The Warehousing Corporations Act established the Warehousing Corporation, like NCDC Act established NCDC. So, Warehousing Corporation Act established Central Warehousing Corporation. Okay. But Warehousing Development and Regulation Act uh, gave Warehousing Development and Regulatory Authority. Okay. This is statutory authority. 17% only. Whoo! आर्मामेंट कहाँ से आएंगे अली डेवलपमेंट इन्वेस्ट गल्फ ऑफ ओमान ये नहीं है क्या ईरान है पाकिस्तान है ओह शिट oh no I am so bad damn fuck it is 1 3 it is so easy what no ah just fucked up I just fucked up bro why I understand the problem. This I understood. I said starting from Strait of Hormuz and all of that stuff. No problem. But the thing I am so frustrated about is, or so mad about is, I mistook Persian Gulf as Red Sea in my mind and in my thinking. That is why I am cursing myself. That is why. Unacceptable, bro. Unacceptable. Yeah, baby. Polar is about. Okay, so subtropical. It is subtropical. गल्फ ऑफ मेक्सिको से ही स्टार्ट हो रहा है चलो ठीक है दिस इज द जॉय ये अटलांटिक मैकडोनल्ड देश में भी नहीं दे रखा। जाहिर है कि नहीं दोस्तों। कोई आवाज नहीं। There is no noise. Okay, temperature wise. a little nap. I will come back, and then we will touch upon this game. This is very interesting, but I have to sleep a little bit. Then we will talk. 15 minutes. Great nap. Energizing completely. Rocket fueling. Absolutely rocket fueling, bro. Rocket fueling. 15 minutes or something shit. $20. Ooh. Alright, 20 minutes. I can take that. 20 minutes. Alright. Alright. That being said, it was great. Now, we left on this. Definitely a geography concept. Basically, this graphic is enough. You know, this graphic is enough to understand. Or this one, where these are. Wait a minute.